Welcome to Weld.com. This is the second part of a four-part series. The first part we were talking about a geodesic fireball that we were going to do a variation of. We were going to do a Pentagon fire pit, which only has 11 pieces. The geodesic has 32, so we were going to make this a little smaller and a little neater. It's just a personal size fire pit. They're really kind of fun. So we had done our prep pieces for our bottom piece with our air holes. I have our legs cut, so right now we were going to start and try to marry these up. I'm going to try to hit these points in here and hit this angle, and it all should come out real close to a corner-to-corner fit. That way, I'm not doing a whole lot of other weld prep. It should be pretty simple, small welds. Again, we're using 1/8 inch material. And we're doing this with a ESAB Rebel. We're running 030 wire, and we're running off the 110 volt side just to demonstrate. We're not running off the 220, the high end part of it. We're not running 035, 045 wire or anything. So I want to use this to demonstrate more of a hobbyist fabricator, things that you can actually build, functional things at home. So let me get my shirt, my safety glasses on. I'll be right back. We'll start welding. I have 4 of my legs tacked on here already. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this last one on. Again, I'm trying to tack these where I've got just a little bit of opening. You'll have some variations in this. I'm trying to get a good corner-to-corner fit. It's not critical at all. I'm more worried about my points up here at the top matching up. But even if they don't, in finish, I can lay a flat sander on here and make these lay nice and level. I also like to round these off a little bit when I get done, just for safety's sake. No sharp edges. So I'm setting this up here a little crooked so that I can get my corner-to-corner fit gauged. And you'll see that this is a little bit of a mismatch. Again, I'm not alarmed because I can easily move these around. I can bend these quite a bit. I'll show you this right here is kind of inside. I can easily just move those with my fingers and make that seam fairly consistent. It looks like I'm a little more open toward the base than I am down here. It'll weld and it'll finish just fine, so I'm not alarmed with it. And that completes our base. We'll buff this off with a wire wheel. Again, open corners, corner-to-corner fit, a little bit of gap. I like that because the weld will go in there nice and round and it'll penetrate, give a little more strength. And now, I don't see anything. This thing is sitting nice. It's not, all these corners match up, so we're good. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with our start of our Pentagon pieces and do the exact same thing except opposite. Now I'm going up, and then we will complete our first row of Pentagons, and then we'll come back in and we'll do our second and last row of Pentagons, and it'll leave an open Pentagon up here at the top. So and we could put a top on it. We could make a ring that went around it so that you could set maybe a grate on it. You can actually cook on this too. So I'm gonna start tacking these up to build our first row. Okay, I started out with our base plate upside down and we tacked all 5 legs. Again, I was trying to get the corner to corner fit. You'll see a little bit of variation. This one's a little wider. This is exactly what we want. Again, it's gonna weld just fine. It's gonna finish just fine. And then I went ahead and I started our first row of our Pentagon plates. Again, trying to get the corner to corner. This is not super critical. It becomes more of a skewed fillet weld type. And I'm more worried about these points out here because when we come back and we do our second row, they're going to be angled in. And so I want to fit that point with these two and do it all. And again, when I did this a second ago, I wasn't measuring anything. Watch this. I'm going to measure across these points diagonally. I'm going to burn an inch for accuracy. I'm putting this right on the inside of this, burning 1 inch. This reads 15 3/8. The second, diagonally, 15 1/32 over. This one, 15 3/8. 15 3/8. You know, maybe that's just lucky, but that's the way they kind of come out, and that's why I like doing the individual panels. I've seen other people do these where they cut their whole pattern and they heat them up and bend them, and I just, for some reason, I like this better. It's faster for me. So I've tried the other way. It's not as fun. I like to try to fit, and I like that challenge. So I'm going to clean up some other parts here, and I'm going to come back and start putting the rest of the Pentagons on, and that'll complete the fit up part of this. We're nearing completion. We started out with our base, put our legs on here. We have started out with our first row of flat panel Pentagons. We came up here. Then we started with our artwork. On this one, we decided to do the Weld.com in text. We came over and we did our Cali College logo, our tiger logo. And in this last panel, in honor of MIG Monday, the series we've been doing, we're going to put a MIG Monday panel up here. Again, when this is lit up at night, it looks pretty nice. All these will show the silhouette, so it'll come through nicely. I'm gonna tack this up. This is the last panel, so I have to guess a little bit, but I'm trying to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on here, and it gets a little squirrely, but trust me, it'll weld. I already see some things here that I could have taken care of. This is a little wide, and this is actually broken over here. I didn't hear it break, so we'll take care of it when we weld out. Now this is about the time I get to talk about this Arc 1 welding hood here, this auto darkening. This is really nice for doing this kind of project because, you know, I can, instead of raising the hood up and down and I'm holding on to all this stuff, I can keep my hood down, see everything nicely, gauge my fit up, I'm a little bit open down here. I can't do anything about it, and I've missed this barely. Again, we can take care of this when we run a flat sander around these points. You will not notice that. One thing I can do, I want to demonstrate this. You know, things get a little bit strange, and I use a lot of wedges. I don't like using this great big one, but I can move this a lot. I can move this around. I can actually push my thumb against that. I can work this a lot here with this fit up. Actually, all this really needs to do is flex out some like that. So let's check this. We're good here. Seam is good. I've got these tacks on the outside. I'll probably go back in and do some tacks on the inside, because I might want to hit these with the die grinder. Maybe not. Again, you know, we're gonna finish this. We're gonna sand these off smooth, and that'll be another demonstration. We're also gonna show one of these finished with the high heat black paint on it. I have a broken tack down here that I need to repair. That worked out okay. So we'll check this out some more, but I think we're good so far. Again, we have Weld.com, Cali logo, and our MIG Monday. So I'm kind of happy with this. Measurement wise, I don't think I need to measure this. This is all a Pentagon. It's all going to be the same size as the flat panel we just got through putting in there. This measures, out of curiosity, if you're wondering just how big this is, again, it's a baby pot. It's roughly 15 by 17, and we could adjust these and make them a lot bigger. So, you know, again, it's just a little personal fire pit for sitting out on the back patio and enjoying the fall weather. This concludes our second part of the series in this fire pit build, this Pentagon pit. Make sure you subscribe to the videos. New videos come out every Monday. Thanks for watching.